Indiana Joan here. New week. Last night we were at Menards picking up more materials so we can keep going, and look what's here this morning. Dave's heating and cooling. So there's 3 guys in the house working on putting in all the venting and such that you need for heating and cooling today. That's pretty exciting. The other thing that's happening is the well driller is supposed to come this afternoon. So that means I get to move lumber again. We got to move this pile of lumber into the garage again. And hopefully we'll use this up at some point and I can stop moving it. But a good start to this week. Woo! Got the lumber stacked in the garage just maybe 5 minutes before the well driller arrived. Cutting it a little close. It actually happened. The well driller came. We've been talking to him since May. He had a baby since we've seen him last. Well, probably his wife had it, but he's claiming it and showing all the pictures. You know how it is. Anyway, he was drilling. First he was drilling dry and the clay was plugging it up. Then he came with another truck, which is a water truck, that they were pumping water with it. And they drilled until they got to what they were looking for today, which is shale. They found the shale, so now he's coming back tomorrow to continue drilling to get so that we have water in our well. It's all new to me. Indiana Joan here. It's Tuesday. I'm about a half hour after the point that the well driller said he was going to be here, and he's not here. So I think he's coming back though, because this stuff is here. He can't do anything, right? And the heating and cooling guys, yesterday, they left at noon. We thought they were going home for lunch, and they never came back. They said they'd be back, but I bet they told somebody else they'd be back too. So, hey, such is the life of contractors. At least we have some of their stuff in our house, and I think they actually will come back. Would you look at that? We have a well. He got it dug. It's deeper than we anticipated, 200 feet deep, but we have water, and that's the main thing. We're gonna have somebody come tomorrow to put in the pump in order to actually pump it out of that well. So it's happening. We're gonna actually have running water. Fortunately for us, the guy who puts in the well pump also has a little digger that he can move the dirt in order to make a straight line to the house instead of a curved one. It's getting done. Wow.
Cool. Yeah. We spent a lot of time down here.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was not fun.
Look at this! Just like that, we're in the 20th century. I know we're technically a quarter of the way in the 21st, but we've just entered the 20th century because we have running water. Drinkable running water from a well that's been dug in our front yard and is pumping through a hose. I'm so excited. And why are we not in the 21st century? Because we're still using an outhouse. In the future, we're gonna have septic too. So do you remember last week when it was below freezing and we were having to close off the basement to try to get it warm enough to seal the concrete? That was a week ago. That's old news. It's summer today. It's in the mid-70s. So we have to pull off working inside and work outside. We are trying to get this dock so we can use it next spring. And the thing that we're building is, I believe, called a seawall. Is that right? Oh, a retaining wall. I guess we don't live on the sea, we live on a lake, right? So we've been stacking these blocks and using great stuff to kind of hold it temporarily until we can get concrete poured into the holes with rebar in order to stabilize it and then backfill it. So we got it done today. Pretty exciting. Nice to have this 75-degree day in mid-November. Thank you. Thursday morning, and I've come and we've got this little backhoe that is small enough that it can get through a garden gate, and it's down here digging our patio area that we've got to pour concrete in. Story behind this is the guy sitting next to me in my church pew asked how our project was going, and I mentioned the concrete and in fact, we had to do it ourselves, and then mentioned that we still got some more to go. We're going to hope to get our grandsons to dig this out for us. And he just shook his head and said, "What's your name and number?" And he called this week and sent over 2 men to dig this out. I made an agreement with him that I hope he follows through on. He needs some mending, and I know how to sew. So I think that we're just gonna do this in gifts in kind, and I am gonna be mending pants for the next 30 years. I'm excited. It's worth it. Indiana Joan. I come inside on Thursday and the heating guys are here cutting holes everywhere in the floor and ceiling, as the case may be, and getting it ready for duct work. So this is exciting. This is how you get things done quickly. You actually hire people, but that's not our style. They're still working outside too. We're getting it done. Music behind it. It'll look really exciting. So much more efficient than Kurt and I using our shovels, don't you think? Indiana Joan here. So we're at the end of the week. It's Friday. And we have been spending every evening at Menards this week. We haven't been able to sit down and rest until 9 o'clock for the last 3 nights. Menards 11% rebate comes off this month, and that is a significant savings when you have this much stuff you're buying for a house. So we decided we better get it now. So we're having our siding delivered and the boards for our dock to be able to finish our dock, and we're getting it all now. Loading up our garage. Once again, it'll be full of stuff, but hey, at least it's inside and it'll be dry, right? More projects ahead for sure.